Is it recording? Okay, now it is.
Yeah.
All right, good luck.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. We are the Engineering Medical Society. Welcome to our exhibit. Today we have 3 projects to show you. With that being said, I'm going to let the first one go.
All righty. So today we're going to start off with a laser. All righty. So let's pull up this video. You're not sharing it. All right. So I'll just start off while we're pulling up the video. So what this laser is it's going to shoot off light. And when it shoots off light, it actually generates heat. And so this kind of like laser heating property is actually very interesting because you can use it for a wide range of medical purposes. So one purpose could be from getting rid of tumors, to eliminating different types of cataracts, to what else? You can also like etch things or even do some repairs and stuff like that with it. So okay, so we're gonna pull up the video. And it's going to start here soon. Alrighty, so this is them building it up. So they're building it and they're building it. And so now they're going to pull up some balloons. Alrighty, so we have some balloons coming up. So they're just building up the balloons. Alrighty, last one, and now they're gonna fire up the laser. As always, they're putting on some safety goggles, and here we go. Boom, that's our laser. And
as you can see, the lasers are filled with a colorful powder that's non-toxic to avoid us breathing it in, but it's almost like chalk, whereas you fire the balloons, we loaded them with the powder, and it allows us to see as the balloons pop, this colorful powder blow up with it.
So another interesting thing with the balloons is you might realize that the closer ones are actually popping a lot faster than the ones that are a lot farther. That's because as the laser travels farther and farther, it actually becomes less and less powerful. So that's actually a pretty cool thing to see when you do the balloons. And so that's what we have for the laser. And now we're going to move on to I already went over that. So we're going to move on to the pressure cannon. So the next one is a awesome pressure cannon. So let's describe pressure a little bit while we pull up this next video. So pressure is essentially thinking of like, so Steven and I were good friends, but you know, we like to have our space.
Absolutely.
So what happens when we start getting closer and closer? We're going to start pushing up against each other. And so what happens there is we're going to actually start generating pressure because we're starting to push against each other quite a bit. And so that's kind of what the idea of this pressure cannon is. So think of this. We're going to pull the pressure cannon now. And so you're going to see a big long tube. And when we take this tube, we're going to actually take a huge vacuum pump and we're going to take all the air out of it. So think of it like this. Steven and I are now going to have a lot of room between each other. However, by popping a seal, what's actually going to happen is we're going to actually do rushing everything in. So think of it kind of like an amusement park, you know? You're going to Disneyland, and by turning on the vacuum, it's like we're closing out Disneyland and we're taking everybody out, right?
Okay, we're going to start showing the video now.
Yep, so we're going to show it to us building it. And so like when we take the vacuum, it's like closing up Disney World. We kicked everybody out. But then by popping a seal, it's actually opening up Disneyland all over again. So what we're going to do is it's going to be like everybody rushes in. Everyone wants to ride this ride. However, because everyone's rushing in, everyone's going to start pushing a ping pong ball. But you know, like just like Steven and I, everyone's going to be cluttered up. And so what are we going to want to do? We actually want to go all the way to that end of the pipe over there. And so that way we can have all the space we want. But by doing that, we're going to be throwing a ping pong ball really, really fast.
Right, and as you can see here, what was happening is there was a piece of tape in the pipe that was hard stopped making it so we couldn't push the ping pong ball all the way through. Imagine like if you're trying to open Disney World and one of the rides are blocked off. It's gonna make it so you can't. And when you get that cleared, it allows everyone to rush in to get almost close to full atmospheric pressure power, and you can see that the can has a pretty large dent in it from the power of the ping pong ball that got shot through when we released the pressure.
Guys, watch it. Steven's nice hand.
Thank you. I'm very proud of that. And again, we're gonna, as I was saying, there was a piece of tape stuck in, and then as we get that cleared out, it's like we're fixing all the rides, getting everything ready so that when we fire it off, we're making sure that you get the full atmospheric power available. And then that can go make the ping pong ball go between 500 and 800 miles per hour, believe it or not. A couple pressure applications inside medicine, for example, would be the heart has blood pressure, which needs to be managed closely to avoid incidents. The lungs are a very clear example of pressure because you build up and you expand the diaphragm and then contract it back. And Mitch, what other examples of pressure in the body?
There's actually a lot of other cool ones. Oh, we're gonna show off this real quick. So there's actually another cool one. So I play a lot of sports, I work out a lot, and so a lot of times I get a lot of muscle aches, and I'm gonna be really, really sore. So there's actually a lot of cool stuff out there for therapeutics that would actually induce pressure on my sore muscles, and it'll help them kind of relax. You know, there's like a little bit contracting, relaxing, and that kind of that repetition actually helps relax my muscles quite a bit. So that's actually another cool thing you can use pressure with medical uses. That's all we have for the pressure cannon. Onto the unpoppable bubble, guys.
Yes, thank you for letting us present the laser and the pressure cannon. Onto you.
All right, so next we have the unpoppable bubble exhibit. This is a really easy project that you guys can do on your own. The materials that you need are about a water bottle, a cup of water, a quarter cup of dish soap, and then about a quarter cup of glycerin. If you don't have glycerin, which I believe a lot of people don't in their kitchens, you can also use corn syrup. Steven, what was the other one? Corn syrup, or really anything that's thicker than water. Any regular syrup as well. So we're going to show you here. So with the added addition of glycerin, the bubbles stay on a little bit longer. They don't pop as fast. And you don't want to blow your bubble up too big. And then now you can see it's kind of stuck here. So I'm going to slowly let that down and see if it's going to work. But yeah, you can see the bubble stays intact for a longer period of time than a regular bubble. And we're also using cotton gloves here. I see Nicole got a better one than I did.
This is the first time it's worked for me, so.
I'm just gonna, please go down. Okay, it's stuck on here. But the reason why we want to show you this exhibit is because it's an application of how bubbles could be used to bring drugs to the brain. So the brain has a blood-brain barrier, so any regular drugs just brought in can't pass it, but using small bubbles and then ultrasound to pop them, these drugs can be delivered to the brain for diseases that need it. And it's one of the newer applications that scientists are just now improving, but we wanted to show you that so you guys could learn something new today. And it's also really fun. Steven and I used to sit here for like hours just trying to get these to work. I just want to hold it. Oh. But yeah, so yeah, we definitely do recommend this is a project you guys try at home. Super easy to make. Again, it's just water, dish soap, and glycerin. Oh, there you go. Ta-da!
Yay.
Okay, one popped. I saw the other one though. And that pretty much concludes it for today's exhibit. We thank you guys for watching, and we hope you guys enjoyed the full week of Expo.
Happy bubbles.